Good morning, good morning. It is Gratitude Monday, and the sun is shining in. I had to move my visor over because it was just coming in on my face this morning, which I am so excited about because the weather around here lately has been crazy. Today, I am just grateful for change. So change for the weather, no more 20, 30 degrees. Good morning, Fran. Good morning, Julianne. Thank you for joining in this morning. And I am so happy about the sun shining on a Monday. Good morning, Julie. And I am just grateful for change. Now, a lot of people don't like change, and I don't like change when it's not on my terms. Sometimes life throws things at us, but we just have to deal with it, right? We have to deal with the chaos of change and the chaos of whatever life is going to throw at us. Good morning, Sue. And the change that there's just so much change going on in my world. You know, this past 6 months has been crazy. We were preparing to move in December. We moved in January on the coldest day of the year in minus 55 degree weather. It was nuts. My husband had pneumonia. Then I got a sinus infection and an ear infection. Then he got the flu. Then I got the flu. Then we had a job kind of transition. And then now I'm kind of restructuring my business a little bit and pursuing some other interests as well. And it's just, all of it is change. And we have to welcome it. And the thing that I've realized over these past 6 months is some of the changes that are occurring in Joel and my life are things that we've been thinking about for a while, but we didn't move on it. And I believe, being a woman of faith, good morning, Anne. I believe that being a woman of faith, that sometimes change happens because we are a little slow. And what I mean by that is sometimes we know we need to make some changes, but we're slow at doing it. And so God is working in our life to nudge us to move a little faster. And that's what I think a lot of is happening in my world right now. So my husband's been on the fence about a lot of things with his job, and then he got moved and now he's on third shift. And that's obviously a little bit more of an interruption to our family lifestyle, but it's kind of been a good thing for him and a good thing for us because it's making us reassess some priorities and what we really want. And so that aspect of this change is really, really good. And then for me, I've had some change too. I've been going through, do I want to get back into some teaching? Do I want to pursue more of my online business that I've been test piloting for 6 months? Good morning, Jan. And all of these things are starting to come together now. And all of these changes are starting to happen. And it's a really, really good thing. So I recognize that life can be chaotic. Life can create change. I think someone once said the only constant in life is change. And we just have to embrace change. We have to be grateful for change. We have to look at what is happening and why changes are occurring. And sometimes there's a reason for it. And sometimes it's just, I think, a little bit of a God push to get us off of the fence and out of conflict within ourselves of trying to figure out, do we want to do this? Do we want to do this? Or do we want to do this? Or do we want to do that? And when we're on the fence like that, it's actually really helpful for God to give us a little nudge so that we can get off the fence and make a decision and embrace a change that we deep down inside want, but maybe are afraid to take action on. So if you are dealing with anything today, can you just, or dealing with any change, can you just put in the comments change? If you're watching this on a replay, good morning, Len. If you're watching this on a replay, go ahead and hit replay into the chat. If you're dealing with a change yourself, go ahead and just type in chat or change into the chat and the feed. I'm really interested in seeing what other people are going through right now. But I encourage you to welcome change. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it puts us out of our comfort zone. And sometimes it's just a little bit of a push to get us off of a fence of what we were trying to make a decision on anyway. And that's where my husband and I are standing right now. So embrace change. I'm thankful for the changes that are being made. I am thankful for just all the people who are walking alongside of us and encouraging us and supporting us. And I just pray that each and every one of you, if you're going through something right now, just if you have a relationship with Jesus, to go ahead and lean on him. If you don't, I'm happy to have a conversation with you about that. And I ask you to kind of, maybe that's the change that you are looking for. But for me, I'm going to depend on my God, my Jesus, and my family to get me through changes and get me through transition. And I'm going to embrace it, because there's a lot of things that happen, and it's not by chance. There's a purpose, there's a reason, and sometimes we can't see what's happening because we're in it. But when we look back later, we're going to see all the little stepping stones that led up to changes being made. My life's been in a kind of a world of transition since December, I guess, or maybe even October, when we actually started to put our house up for sale and think about moving. But we moved into the same area. We just kind of moved across town, and change like that. We have a life change of moving locations. We have a life change of a job transition. We have a life change of restructuring my business. So a lot happening in our world, but change is good. Change moves us, it challenges us, and it helps us get out of our comfort zone so we can move forward, we can learn, and we can just embrace and welcome all that is to come. I encourage you today. I pray that you give a great day. When you give a great day, you can typically get a good day in return. My dad used to say that. Give a good day, and you'll get a good day. So embrace change. If you're going through it, go ahead and just hit change into the feed. If you want to share a little bit about the changes that are going on right now, please go ahead and do that. I appreciate that. And we'll get through all this together. I encourage you, and give a great day. Thanks a lot.